Dana, it's so great to be with you today and speak with you and learn more about what you're doing with San Jose Water and some of the unique things you're doing there.
My responsibilities at San Jose Water are in information systems, really to try to make sure that those things are tools for the employees and serve the customers well and at the lowest possible cost. So that's what I do. I do have a title. It's Vice President of Information Systems, but most of it has to do with helping people and making things better for the customers at a low cost.
Dana, can you tell us a little bit about the major implementations and systems upgrades you've done?
Well, the company has really been on a tear with one or two big projects since every year, since probably about 2005. So things like an object-oriented SCADA system, this really benefits the customers. We actually operate it remotely, so we don't have a control room in the company. Financial systems, several great ones there. Probably most interesting to people from CS Week are our customer system, which happens to be Oracle CCB, and then a product that they have called Mobile Workforce Management, which is way, way more than that. And then one of the things that really surprised us that we've done in the last couple of years is to use some of our web developers to create mashups of all the data in these systems and what happened with that with the employees and how that makes a difference with the customers has really surprised us.
What difference is this making for customers?
How we've used these web mashups and systems to help customers, the systems are all integrated. And by that I mean that a person working in their own space, in their own area, whether it's in a vehicle or in a call center or somewhere else in the company, you can see what the other person is doing without leaving your own excellent workspace. You don't have to go anywhere else. And what the mashups do is they take that model and extend it to everybody in the company and let everybody look at it. So we actually have more users of CCB data who do not use CCB than we have people that are in CCB. So this means, for example, when you call the company, in about a minute, someone can explain what's going on in the street, when is your work going to be done, a precise time. We don't use windows at our company, meaning windows of time. So we don't do that. We don't say between 8 and noon or whatever. We tell you precisely the time somebody's going to arrive and do the work. And we can look geographically and tell, using data from our work and asset management system, what is that big repair that's going on there? When is it going to be done? What steps are going to be left to do? Customers really like that. You know, there's no call transferring. There's no get back to you. The information is right there, and the staff are able to tell the answers, and they enjoy it. They like being able to help the customers with the first shot.
So what are some of the challenges, and then really what's your secret sauce that enables you to overcome those?
Well, the challenge is that it's a lot of work. I think the secret sauce is the team really has to want it. And you have to have a set of decisions laid in front of the team that says that the sum of all these things is much better than they are individually. So something like mobile workforce management and CCB fit together really, really well. Same thing with these web mashups. They fit together really, really well. So the parts added together have to be something really greater. And of course, it's got to fit the company strategic plan, and it also probably, it's important that if you look at the targeted cost benefit, it's quite great. You know, so from doing everything at once, it's quite great. But I think the most important thing is probably the team and having this shared vision of this is the place we want to go, this is the place we want to be, so that there really doesn't have to be this enormous amount of attention spent on managing change. You know, the group has already decided this is my vision of how I want to work and serve the customer. And that makes it honestly a pretty smooth ride. I am very, very fortunate to work with an incredible group of people.
So what are the key groups that have been essential for you to bring together for the planning and the execution to hit success?
Planning and execution, I'd have to say, at a very top level, yes, of course, our company has a strategic plan. And Todd, we've got a vision, a technology vision, you might say, for what should the world look like someday. And it's flexible, it could change a lot. So it's important to have those things, but really a lot of our strategic ideas and a lot of our tactical ideas, both short-term and long-term, it actually comes from steering committees that drive the projects. And this includes representation really from everybody that's going to be touched. So we all sit together in a room and we figure out what are we going to do, how are we going to get there, and it really, everybody's representative, and it's a level playing field. So whether you're an executive or a person in a truck, whoever, we're all in this together, and we make the decisions together about the best way to work. And I think that's pretty powerful. I think that's what drives a lot of the stuff that goes on. You asked me earlier about secret sauce. I think it's probably a level playing field, and encouraging everybody to be involved and making sure that we all are.
Surprises along the way?
I think the surprises from the major systems, I'd have to say surprises probably just how great the results are. We use this approach at the company that, and I think it's been around for 150 years. It's a fascinating company where we really focus on competency. And when we do systems, all we're doing is just throwing that competency forward. We're trying to figure out, what do we need to be competent at to be like this, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in the future. So we throw that competency forward. So that's kind of important, and it's so interesting to see what a culture of competency does, and how much of a difference that makes. So I think that's something that I've learned since working with San Jose Water, that some of these cultural things are absolutely amazing. I think one of the other things that's interesting about the company and key to the results is trying to do as much of this work as possible ourselves. Yes, we have great technical and knowledge partners, but we try to do as much of the work possible ourselves so that when we come out of it, we're fully responsible. We don't add additional resources or anything like that. Possibly that's due to our size, that's possible. But when we come out of it, we're fully responsible and engaged for what we do. And I think trying to pull myself out of the situation a little bit, I think for me the thing that's the most amazing, honestly, is how great the people really are. It's almost an unbelievable experience to see all this happening around you.